Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. In today's lesson, inshallah, we will be learning about certain very basic Arabic rules. I understand some of them will be knowing this very nicely, but however, there might be some people who will not be familiar. Even if they're familiar, they will not be thorough with it. So, inshallah, we will take step by step. We'll go through every single step, and inshallah, we will learn the language in a better way. So, today we will be learning about the Arabic vowel signs. There are three basic vowel signs and sounds in Arabic, and it is very important to understand both the signs and the sounds to understand the language of the Quran. So, what are these signs? These signs we have what is called as a sign of Dhamma, Fatha, and Kasra. These are called short vowel signs and they're short sounds. For example, if it is written in a word, it is pronounced as bu, like a short burst, ba, bi. So it is Dhamma, Fatha, and Kasra. We have something called as a long vowel sign. Long vowel sign is made by attaching another word to it to lengthen the sound of the vowel. For example, for the oo sound, we attach a wow, it becomes oo. For a sound, we attach an alif and becomes a. For e sound, we attach an e. You attach an ya to become ya. So this is for the phonetic reasons. So you use wow like boo, ba, bi. So you lengthen the sound. So we got short vowel signs and we got long vowel signs. However, there are certain words, certain letters in the words which will have no vowel signs at all. Neither there will be Dhamma, nor there will be Fatha, nor there will be Kasra. So what do we have then? In those situations, then that letter will have what is called as a sukoon. It's called a sukoon, and it is represented by a circle in the Arabic Mus'haf. So this circle means there is no sound at all. So how do we say? If you say here, say ooh, we're not producing the sound of wow, we're not producing the sound of alif. It's like boo, ba, bi. To understand it better, if we see here, so when you write a word, for example, tu, so here the sound comes to a sudden stop, tub, tu. So we don't have any vowel sign. So it just the word, the sound of the word, we stop the sound like tub, tu, tab, ta, tib, ti. So this is the rule of sukoon. When there is no vowel sign, that means the word has a sukoon. So we learned about single vowel signs. Then we have what is called as double vowel signs, when we have two dhammas and two fathas and two kasras. What do they signify? These are called tanweens. Tanween means two dhamma, tanween fatha, and tanween kasra. So whenever there is a tanween on a noun, on a word, when you see a tanween, double fatha, double dhamma, and double kasra, it means is it a sign of indefinite noun. So how do we know in English, how do we recognize what is indefinite? In English we have what is called as a or an. We say a book, a pen, or an apple. So it's just indefinite. It could be anything, any book, any pen, or any apple. However, in Arabic there is no equivalent to a or an. So for example, if you want to say book, we say kitabun. So if you want to say a book, it is still kitabun. So when you say A sign of double Dhamma or double Fatha or double Kasra, that is a sign of indefinite. It's a mistake here. Let's see an example. So Mudarrisun, you see double Fatha is indefinite. Maktabun, desk, so indefinite. A desk, a teacher. Qalamun, a pen. Kitabun, a book. So these are the vowel signs in Arabic, and we're going to learn another important rule is the sign of indefinite applies to all the words except under one condition. It's very easy to remember. It is on the names like Muhammadun. Muhammadun is very specific, is that particular name, that particular person. Hamidun. So Hamidun is that particular person. So when it comes on names, that sign of indefinite does not apply. However, when you see other than name, so you can recognize that that is a sign of indefinite. So another important writing rule which we have to learn from this lesson is when you write double fatha, a sign of indefinite, double fatha on any word, it is not written normally upon the word, it is written on an alif. So if you see here, so for double dhamma, we'll see we write normally mudarrisun on the top of the letter, maktabun top of the letter. If you see double kasra, see mudarrisin below the letter, maktabin below the letter. But if you notice here, there's something different happening here. For mudarrisan, the double fatha is always written on an alif. This is an important writing rule which you have to remember, because if you don't recognize this, so if you don't understand this, so if you're reading a mushaf which doesn't have a vowel sign, so we will, instead of mudarrisan, we'll be reading a mudarrisa, which will be wrong. So just remember that the sign of double fatha is always written on an alif. So mudarrisun, mudarrisan, mudarrisin. So these are the vowel signs. So I hope you will do plenty of practice. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.